I need to be so honest with you. I have been procrastinating filming this video for weeks now. Not even weeks, months at this point. I've had this video in my to-do list, my ideas, since December. It's February. I'm not gonna act like you didn't see the title. We're tackling what's behind me today, and I don't really want to do it at all. I love bookshelves. When I was a kid, I loved reorganizing and cleaning my bookshelves, but it just seems like such a chore right now, and I don't want to do it, but I need to do it because I don't know if you can see. You can't really see. In that corner is all of the books that I've read so far this year because I don't have any room in my bookshelves to place them. So today we need to clean, we need to dust, we need to clean, we need to figure out a reorganization for my bookshelves. I have a feeling I'm going to need to move some of the books off of my bookshelves onto other spaces. I have this little space above where my room is and where my living room is. We might put books up there. I don't really know. We just need to reorganize. Let's do this together, I guess. Now, if you've never watched any of my bookshelf videos, you don't know where my bookshelves are from. These are my bookshelves. I have two of them. They are from Target. They're the Threshold brand. I don't remember the color. I'll put them on the screen. I got them because I personally do not like white bookshelves. I think for other people's styles, it really fits them. Personally, I just don't like them because they get so dirty so fast. I have a bookshelf that's white that I use to hold my records, and within 2 days after dusting it, it's already dusty and gross. So I like having a wood colored bookshelf over white bookshelves. I will say if I had more space for bookshelves, I probably now would get the Billy bookshelves. When I first got these, I didn't like the Billy bookshelves, but I've seen more people get the wood colored ones and I think they look really good. But yeah, this is what I have to work with right now. This is ignore my energy drink. I think I've had more caffeine today than anything else. Anyways, we are right now in my bedroom. This bookshelf behind me is primarily all of my fantasy books and my YA books with a little bit of my romance books. And then at the top, honestly, it's just a bunch of random stuff that I did not have storage for that I just put up there. And then this bookshelf right behind me is my TBRs stuff. This was technically all of my just contemporary fiction books, my thriller mysteries, and then you can't see it, but on the lower shelves, I have romance books as well as just some storage items. This is kind of my catch-all shelf. For the most part, I put books that I would be okay with guests seeing that I've read, but honestly, I never have people over at my apartment. I could count on one hand the amount of people that have been in my apartment that aren't my family, and I would still have extra fingers left over. So this is gonna be my catch-all. We'll worry about this one after we do the other one. So when it comes to how I like to actually style my bookshelves, I like my bookshelves to look lived in. I want it to look like home bookshelves. I don't want my space to look like a Barnes & Noble. I don't want it to look like a library. I want it to feel very lived in, kind of cluttered, but in a aesthetic pleasing way. 100%, I could put more books in here, but it's just starting to look a little too messy for my liking. My idea and my goal is to keep this shelf as all of my fantasy, my YA fantasy, things like that. Basically, any leftover books, we will fill in spaces of where they need to go. We are going to start with this bookshelf just because I think it's going to be faster and easier to organize. First thing I need to do, I need to go get a microfiber towel so we can dust everything. I think we're going to start with the bottom shelf. Am I going to take everything off? For the most part, my Sarah J. Maas shelf is just going to stay that way. I have all of those books and it fills an entire shelf. I'm not going to move them and I'm not going to get rid of them. I spent a lot of money on the books. I don't necessarily support the author anymore, but I have the books. I'm just going to keep them. So I think this shelf is going to stay the same. It's mainly these ones are going to move. My bottom shelf, with it being all romance books, is probably going to move to the bookshelf out there. We're going to clip the mic right there. I hope you can still hear me. If not, I'm sorry. You didn't come to this channel for good quality content. These are all the books that I have finished so far in 2025. I've not read any books in February. You all know I'm in the middle of a book slump. It's really beating my ass if I'm honest. So we need to split these up into what genres they are so I know what shelves they're gonna go to. I did put on my glasses. Sorry they weren't a fashion choice. I'm just actually blind. We are gonna start with taking everything off of the shelf and organizing that. I need to start with what's on the top of my bookshelf. My bed is not made and I'm not gonna make it for you. Sue me. I'm actually also going to make my bed worse and move everything over because we're just gonna set everything on my bed. My idea is I have to wash my sheets anyways tomorrow, so I don't really care if they get dirty. I don't even remember what any of these books are. I have More Than Words. I have Archer's Voice. That book is not good. Punk 57, oh my God. Those might be books that end up there. I have these fake tulips Gus gave me last year for Valentine's Day because he was like, hey, until you get a significant other, you have these. And then he gave me like a clear book vase. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we're gonna get a significant other anytime soon. You know, for me being so tall, I might need a step stool. Also look, it's my little bear from when I graduated college. Look how cute. She's kind of messed up. Stella, I think, is looking at this. She wants to eat this. All of my mom's old copies of Harry Potter. Look at how old these are and like how beat up they are. I haven't read the Harry Potter series. I'm kind of terrified to. Maybe I should start this. It's been a while since I've really dived into like a whole series. I used to love reading a series like back to back, but I haven't done that in ages. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do it with Harry Potter. We're gonna dust the top of this. Sorry, this angle is probably not the best. We're gonna dust the top of this bookshelf and then I think just keep taking the books off and keep dusting. I love when bookshelves have a ton of knickknacks. I think now that this is all dusted, we'll put all the knickknacks up here. I was paranoid that I was gonna do this and mess up my bookshelves and hate how they look. So I did take photos of how my bookshelves looked before I started this so that if I need to, I can go back to how they looked. Don't even know where to start. Why is this so stressful? Do you guys reorganize your bookshelves a lot? I feel like I've been putting this off forever. Like I said, I've been putting this off forever, but I don't know. When I was younger, I used to have fun organizing my bookshelves, but now it's just such a hassle. It's also a hassle because like I have like 1,000 books probably. Not actually, I don't think I have that many books. Maybe less than 100. I don't know. Ah! Oh, those all fell. If you guys look at my books and my Throne of Glass books are out of order, it's not my business. Where did I put the... Oh. See, like, even though these bookshelves are so dusty... Oh, damn, I even need to dust the top of these. I should not have worn a long sleeve shirt to do this. I'm gonna be sweating. Oh, shit. A Court of Silver Flames is a part of the ACOTAR series. What am I doing? This one's the third one. You guys, I'm sweating balls, dude. Now that that's been all figured out, what did I have there? No, I think that was there. I think I had one of these guys. Baby's Breath from my sister's wedding. And then I have a Harry Styles Jesus candle. I love Harry Styles. Please come back. I miss you. Next shelf, which this one we are going to reorganize. This shelf is kind of like fantasy, but also some of like my favorite fantasy series, like books I actually want to see. So we're gonna have to move. Well, actually not really, because I have this book series on the shelf and I didn't really like this book series. I think there are two types of people who read Powerless first and then the people who read The Red Queen. Obviously, I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, and I read that book series first, so Powerless was nothing to me. You guys, not to be that person, but I already need to take a break. I need to go eat something. All this caffeine is like getting in my system. Here's the thing. I took a break, ate some chicken nuggets, came back, thought that I was recording and filming my audio for this video, and I wasn't. I literally resorted and reorganized my entire bookshelf in my bedroom. Didn't film any audio. Thought I was recording the whole time. To be fair, it was because Stella was very cute and distracted me in the beginning. And I guess the mics just never connected successfully. But yeah, I'm so sorry. This entire clip has 0 audio and I can't fix that. So here's this voiceover instead. I think I just filmed all of that with no volume, which is so fun. I love that for me. I'm so sorry. This is, I think, what we're gonna do for now. This shelf I do not like, but I have a lot of extra room, which is good. And I do have my Harry Potter series that my mom gave me, so if I really wanted, I could put that there, but I kind of like it up at the top. I'm gonna move all of my romance books over to the living room where my other bookshelf is. You guys, I cannot believe I filmed all of that with no volume. And this is like, I'm proud of this shelf. Anyways, this is so much work. The way that that wasn't filming, like that actually is maybe my 13th reason. Okay, now we're in my living room situation. This is the most messy, just catch-all bookshelf because obviously like this is in my main room and I don't have a lot of table space in my apartment, so everything just ends up on here. This bottom shelf is romance and then this stuff is just random stuff because I had an extra shelf, but we're gonna turn this into 2 romance shelves and then we'll have to, I don't know, figure out for the other ones. Don't mind my cord management, I'm never gonna fix that. This is all tech stuff. I don't know where I could really move this. We'll have to figure out a space for that. Like I said, this is just a catch-all. Like, why do I have a baby's handprint thing? I'm gonna do this with Stella, but like, it's February. This is a Christmas ornament. So I think let's fill in some of the bottom first. I do try as much as I can to keep authors together. It doesn't always work. So dark romance, I always put together. Also, I know that a lot of people hate this series, but I love it. A Touch of Darkness. It's a Hades Persephone retelling. I love Hades Persephone retellings so much. Going from dark romance to Jenny Han is kind of crazy. If I did my witchy romances next to them, no. Actually, I totally just lied to you. I'm not gonna keep authors together. Sorry if that annoys some of you. Let's take these off. Oh my God, I need to dust the top of these books. So look at my little bookends. I got this at TJ Maxx ages ago. I love it so much. Oh, these shelves are so dusty. I have my Julie Johnson books. Again, I will always talk about these books. If you've not read them, please read them. They're some of my favorite books I've ever read. I think what I did last time, I did all of Emily Henry like this, but I don't have all hardbacks of her. Ooh, but then we have two blues next to each other. So maybe we move these two. That probably didn't even make a difference. Random, but I'm also gonna put my Ashley Poston books. Also, one of my favorite books, Queen Charlotte. Such a good romance book. If you've never read any of the Bridgerton books, you should. They are very good. This is so random, and I bet you didn't think that I have these. I have F1 cards. I can't explain it, but it's really fun actually. So I do have that. I'm gonna find a different place to hold this though. Before I put anything back on this shelf, we're also going to go through this top shelf because I kind of want to start a shelf that is just classics and banned books, more adult-y feeling books. I kind of want to do that there. Also, this is a new addition since like my last bookshelf reorganization. It's an Artemis statue. You can't see her, Stella's obsessed with it. I got it at Marshall's. So cute. It's so tiny. It fits so well. My problem with a lot of like Greek bust statues that go on bookshelves is a lot of them feel so heavy and so big that I either think it's going to destroy my bookshelf or like I'm gonna break it on accident. Like I said earlier, that top shelf is my TBR shelf. I'm going to remove these two books off of my TBR, not because I'm not going to read them ever, because I'm probably not going to read them until Wicked Part 2 comes out. I get to a point where if I have too many books on my physical TBR, it starts to freak me out and it causes me a lot of stress and anxiety. So I'm gonna move these to like my red shelf, even though I have not read them, just because I don't want to get rid of them. I am gonna read them one day, but it's definitely not a priority for me right now. This shelf is going to be more fiction thrillers. I don't have a lot of thrillers. Like this is what the thriller shelf was at first. So let's put my thrillers down first. So those are all my thrillers. Should I put thrillers and self-help books together? Is that too random? This I knew it was gonna be the problem shelf. Maybe I will have to do like my more classics and things like that. Maybe I will have to do them right there because I don't have a lot. And like, I guess you could argue the state of the world when you read any of these books, and the state of the world right now is terrifying. And then we'll put that right there. And then my fine line mug with all my bookmarks. Other Wicked books. Do you like how I've gone mute now that I have a working microphone? I don't love how that looks, but I have too many books to not have it look like that. This is technically a fiction book, so this can go over here. I'm gonna clean up my DNF shelf off camera, just because I'm feeling very overwhelmed, just being honest. And then I'll be back to do like the finishing fun touches. Okay, I think this bookshelf is done. I didn't really switch my TBR shelf that much. I just took the books off and dusted it. I do not like how this shelf looks, but it's the best I can do with the space that I'm given. I do really like how this shelf looks, and I like that all of my romances are finally together. I do have to finish putting like the finishing pieces on all of my shelves. Let's go back to my bedroom. We need to put the books at the top of my bookshelf away. Unfortunately, with this shelf, I have a lot of my plants out here just because it's the only space I could put them where they'll get natural light. Let's go back in my bedroom and finish that up. You guys, I'm so ready for this video to be done. So we're gonna work on this top little section. I have another little votive candle. We'll probably put this out there. You guys, I have so many knickknacks. Like, one person does not need this many knickknacks. Or actually, we'll put this over. No. We'll put this over here, I guess. We're gonna move this plant over a little bit, and then we're gonna put some of my books on this little top part. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna try this together. Ooh, but do I want it right there? Ugh. Or could I put them all right here? Let's see what that looks like on the other side. I think it's gonna look dumb. And I was right, it does look dumb. So we're gonna move that. Remind me to stop buying books. I'll put that back there. Put my Lala lanyard back on this. My graduation bear right there. Then the flowers, that. Does that look fine? Wow, we're here at the end of this video. We are finally here at the end of this video. I thought we were never going to get here. Thank God we're here though. We've had trials and tribulations. We've had muted mics, not filming, I don't know. I like this part of this bookshelf. I don't like this shelf. I'll probably move stuff around and play with it. I do like the top of my bookshelf now, but I need to move stuff around and figure out what I'm gonna move, what I'm gonna keep. Obviously, it's gonna get filled in more when I keep reading books, but yeah. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed me struggling in today's video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I guess I will see you in my next video. Bye.